Well, we are continuing today with another beautiful lesson. Lesson 277. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. Your son is free, my father. Let me not imagine I have bound him with the laws I made to rule the body. He is not subject to any laws I made, by which I try to make the body more secure. He is not changed by what is changeable. He is not slave to any laws of time. He is as you created him, because he knows no law except the law of love. Let us not worship idols, nor believe in any law idolatry would make to hide the freedom of the Son of God. He is not bound except by his beliefs. Yet what he is far beyond his faith in slavery or freedom. He is free because he is his Father's son. He is free because he is his Father's son. And he cannot be bound unless God's truth can lie, and God can will that he deceive himself. Let me not bind your son with laws I made.
Let me not bind your son with laws I made. The ego has found so many ways to bind God's son. But he's not subject to any laws that I made by which I try to make the body more secure. He's not changed by what is changeable. He's not slave to any laws of time. So let me not imagine that I have bound him with the laws I made to rule the body. Let me not imagine that I have bound the Son of God, my brother, my sister, with the laws I made to rule the body. That sounds nice to me. Let's just stop imagining. Let's stop before imagination starts. In the still mind. Looks like you unmuted yourself, Muna. Did you do that? Yes, you want to share something? Did you find some laws in your mind, in your beliefs that you could release when you were meditating? Yeah. It's funny how inventive the ego has been. Invented so many false laws to bind ourselves and others, to bind ourselves through our perception of others. It's crazy. Someone wrote to me this morning, I have to go and take part of a certain program because my son would be very angry or sad if I didn't. So projecting what others think even, and then do it because they think others think. The ego is just crazy in how it can invent beliefs. Is there anything anyone needs to share and release this morning? How are you doing? Do you feel the freedom of being unbound by any laws the deceived mind is made? No?
Yes, good morning. I think the way I wake up is really very indicative of being subjected to the laws of time and space. I mean, I am ill. That's already a very big,
Muna, again, your microphone is near where your hands are, or something is noisy. So if you could hold your phone, you can hold it in front of your face, I think, and we can still see you when you share. It's just the way.
Is this better?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. It's really just describing how I feel right now without spiritualizing, and that doesn't feel great. It feels quite apart from the sickness. It's a lot of heaviness, and I think it's what you described yesterday is the shame of separation. I think the shame of disgrace in my mind is very heavy, and as you were talking, I'm like, I really believe this 100%. I am this body. I'm waking up. I'm feeling not great at all, and but there is this thick layer of shame and heaviness. It's like I'm literally like I'm shackled with something that I'm not yet revealing to myself. So, and that feels natural to me, sadly, still. I have to go through the meditation and get really, really quiet to connect with Holy Spirit. But without that, today, because I'm super tired for some reason, it's either doze it off because I don't want to be present to what's in my body, or just feel not literally. Before you mentioned the word son, because I see him as this character is very laden with guilt for no reason. It's like he's so young and such a beautiful soul, and yet he has this heaviness about him. He can't connect to people, and it's starting to feel like shame of the self as well. So yeah, that's present in my mind, but I think it is about not wanting to see still what's underneath it. I think that's the difficulty. That is always there for me.
Yeah, we can't hear you. We cannot hear you. Maybe that's a sign that.
That's it for me for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mona. Yeah, I did hear I think you were sharing about shame that you perceive in your son and that you have felt in your own body, shame projected onto your own body. And I think the more you face that shame, it's literally about facing, about allowing, being so raw, showing up in this raw feeling of shame, then you will demonstrate the same to your son, that it is safe to face it. Safe face. Same word backwards or something. Or throw around the letters. Yeah, it's safe to face anything and everything, and that is the way, really. It's safe to face without explaining, without understanding, without describing. Just showing up in the moment, facing what's there. That's literally the way out. It's the openness, opening to the present moment. Sometimes facing shame is almost like a life path. For some people, facing shame. It's a forgiveness path. Thanks, Mona. We love you. And I'm glad you're getting better internet tomorrow. Finally, I know you worked on it while you were here, but yeah, it's coming through now. I'm glad. Peter, hello.
Hi. I don't really know what to say, and I don't like that. And
I felt you earlier. I could feel that there was something deep coming in the meditation. So you don't have to know what to say.
yeah, I feel agitated and have done for quite a few days now. And I can see it's something deeper. And I know the rage is coming up and the sense of grievance and revenge, particularly prompted around money, lack, really about lack. But money seems to be the way in. And I kept, over the months and years, last year, looking for an experience of lack in feeling. But I suddenly dawned on me fairly recently that it was all of this unworthiness that's just blocking the light. And then yesterday we tried to register for the medical center, and we thought we'd done that 2 months ago, and just interminable Spanish administration, we still didn't achieve it. And I just feel, just going into old Vélez, and just find it boring. The world is boring to me, and and I'm still, yeah, silly is the word that comes up. It's like these ants, all like everybody's moving around. I'm moving around. I don't know. And so this lesson, I don't know. It's just I don't really like it. It's about the body, I think. And in the middle of the night, I did wake and couldn't sleep, and I was worrying about my heart. And what's that about? And but these films, Bulwark and what's it called?
Bulworth, the one we watched.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the Leo Grande.
Yeah.
We watched it again last night. And I mean, these people are, the Senator Warren Beatty, living a life that's just driving him crazy. And then Emma Thompson in the Leo Grande film has just been treading water for 30 years through a marriage and teacher. And I just feel this intense frustration inside that I can resonate with that.
We have another one for you, Peter. We watched another one last night.
Okay.
Called Kiss the Sky.
Ah.
It's from 1999, I think, because there are two different ones, but the one from 99, it's about two men who are so bored out of their minds in their marriages, in their lives, in achieving, making money to survive, to live in, a good house and pay all the bills. And they're like, okay, let's just go. When they travel up in the Philippines, up in the mountains, they face stuff, they open their hearts, and they have sex, as much sex as they want to, in a way, and they find out what is, not even that is fulfilling, but it's about the emotional healing, or they get in touch with what is really important. And one of them stays with the monks, and one of them is called to go back to his marriage, but he's doing it with presence and purpose. So it's,
Sounds great.
Yeah, you can watch that too.
Yeah, I think I tried to find that before I came out to Spain a while back. I couldn't find it, but yeah, try and see if I can get it online. Sounds good. It's been helpful. I mean, I just woke, when I went back to sleep and woke, I just woke with this tremendous sadness that is very familiar to me. And that's why I think it's just this deep longing. And yesterday I didn't read the lesson. I was so into the lesson in the morning. Somehow I just got caught up in this, doing this stupid stuff. And Solvay's leaving, just needed to sort some things out around the house. And the car suddenly stopped when we were driving twice. It's like all sorts of things, boring things happening. That's what, yeah, it does feel like I have to, this place of lack, and particularly this fear around money and I mean, we still haven't got a contract for the apartment. We can't speak to the person. It's just frustrating. Just worldly things are just boring.
Well, there are no worldly things, in a sense, that you are called to stick to the inspiration of purpose all the time, and to trust the flow. So if the person is not available, or if the car breaks, or anything in form, it's just showing you, okay, it's time to go deeper. There's time. This is a call to find the purpose within. Because yes, the world is so boring. It's nothingness. It is ants that walk around without purpose, you know. So there's only one purpose that can give meaning to everything. And it does come from within, and that's it.
Yeah.
And following the guidance, following the inner direction, the inner director, is the only way to be happy. It's the only way to use form for happiness, for awakening. Otherwise, because form in itself is boring. It has nothing to give you. And it feels like you are onto that. This world holds nothing that I want.
I think I have been for a really quite a long time, and
Yeah, I think so too.
I wouldn't be here, I think,
Mm-hmm.
for that, in a way. So it's been an important feature.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel, as I'm just sort of looking into this deeper place that I've been sitting above, I just see this sense of massive unworthiness. But it's not that either. I can feel that's just stuff. I mean, I felt it when I shouted around the film. It's like everything opened, and yet there was still a gripping going on in my body, but everything opened, and I was so excited and gasping for breath almost.
Mm-hmm.
Because that wrist, I had to wrist to shout. I had to, I could feel that this clamp around me. And he was just breaking out of that. And it was joyous. It was so joyous for me. And all that leading up to it was so heavy. I'm falling asleep, and it's just because somehow I can see that place of this straitjacket and in myself, and seems like that. And it's just a fine line, because I felt this expansion when I shouted. I gotta let other people, don't fall back into the shame for what I want. Just express it, at least for a moment. That's what it felt like. Something like, I don't even know quite what I'm saying. It just, something's a bit elusive in all of this deep longing. And I feel so angry with myself, I think. I'm just so fucking angry. Yeah. But there is a part still blaming the world for my lack. The grievances attached to that. Sense of lack.
Yeah, maybe the answer is here in this paragraph that I want to share. It's from the Atonement as Defense. It's a chapter, or the first paragraph in that section. You can do anything I ask. I have asked you to perform miracles, and have made it clear that miracles are natural, corrective, healing, and universal. There is nothing they cannot do, but they cannot be performed in the spirit of doubt or fear. This energy you have is like breaking out of doubt and fear. Enough. When you're afraid of anything, you're acknowledging its power to hurt you. Remember that where your heart is, there is your treasure also. You believe in what you value. If you are afraid, you are valuing wrongly. Your understanding will then inevitably value wrongly. And by endowing all thoughts with equal power, will inevitably destroy peace. So your understanding will then inevitably value wrongly. And by endowing all thoughts with equal power, will inevitably destroy peace. That is why the Bible speaks of the peace of God which passeth understanding. Peace of God which passeth understanding. This peace is totally incapable of being shaken by errors of any kind. It denies the ability of anything not of God to affect you. This is the proper use of denial. To deny the ability of anything that is not of God to affect you. This is the proper use of denial. It is not used to hide anything, but to correct error. It brings all error into the light, and since error and darkness are the same, it corrects error automatically. True denial is a powerful protective device. You can and should deny any belief that error can hurt you. Maybe you can read this and meditate on this. Especially this line about endowing all thoughts with equal power will inevitably destroy peace.
What section is that? What chapter?
It's chapter 2, part 2. The atonement as defense.
Thank you. Feels true.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel good at sharing something a little circular and confusing, and then I'm just going round and round somewhere. Anyway, thank you. I have felt this calling of spirit, and I feel both of us have, and actually it's been strong. But there's this sort of sabotage or something that goes on in me. I'm talking about. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of, I feel good exposing this something, and I sort of, I could easily feel foolish about it, but I'm glad I did that. I'm really glad I did that. It feels quite hard to expose sometimes at the moment. I'm just confused, and it's like so much coming up, actually. Thank you. It's good. I feel met. I think that's it. And in this place, I feel inwardly alone and at sea somewhere, just thriving. And like I'm in this paper bag trying to punch my way out, and I can't. And it feels like there's nothing to it, and yet I'm somehow still caught in my mind. Thank you.
Yeah. Paper bag is thin and your fist is strong.
Yeah.
Fist of awakening.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's some strong, intense feelings there. I do know that. I do feel that. I can see that. And I know that. I can feel like I've been moving away from them all my life. But I can do that. I know this can be done.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, I know you know. I wish I knew it like you know it. Oh, yeah.
We hold hands.
Have to laugh. It's so fucking ridiculous somewhere. It's like, ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Right, Karim.
I'll kiss the sky then.
Yeah, that's your next.
Better than kissing bottoms. Yeah. Yeah. That's what the world's doing.
Yeah.
That's what this lesson's about. Yeah.
I believe that's the movie that has another title, Enlightenment Guaranteed.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That speaks it all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, I feel that Spain is good for us all because it's a country where you can't predict anything. So not getting your contract, although it's already way past, into the month. And for us here, they just turn off the water randomly. They did it on Friday. They did it again last night.
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think.
Yeah. For about a week now, it's been on and off. So try to flush the toilet or open the tap. Suddenly there's no water. It's a big practice to be in trust and not have expectations of any kind. I'm glad we have electricity now. At least
It's true.
we don't have water, but we have electricity. Before we didn't have electricity, but we had water. So trying all kinds of ways.
Yeah. Any expectations? It's like just. It's yeah. There's no way out through the world. It's just gotta move it. Yeah.
Mm.
And then I feel like I don't do that very well, being in the moment. So yesterday, I actually drove mindfully and everything slowly, people pushing up behind us. Fuck it, we're just going at the pace we want to go. And but yet somewhere I don't know if I drift away, but it feels like I do. I must do, I think.
Yeah, if you notice it, when you notice it, just allow a strong prayer. When you notice the drifting, say, no, I want to stay in a clear mind. I want to stay connected. The same as mind wandering, drifting. Yeah. Meaningless thoughts. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I catch it.
I'm really gripping. It's like I can feel really gripping inside still. This fear you read out. Yeah. I mean, I just feel I'm worthy of the time now as well. And it's like this descent into this world, into this darkness. And then I feel angry with myself for, come on, just face whatever this is.
What is this? Just self-doubt is what comes to me.
Yeah.
Just doubt. It's always a question of identity. Whenever there is doubt, whenever there is anything other than peace, it's because of identity. The identity question, who am I?
Helpful. I mean, I massively doubt myself at times, just.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good. You need to go through that doubting Peter, to find the true self, the strength within.
Yeah, I'm glad I said that last bit. That's I feel again some possibility. It's like this doubt comes in and it's it's so gray. It's so debilitating, but yeah, I barely see it.
Yeah, but it feels very, you also, the moments when you're in touch with that scream you gave out after the movie Bulworth, I felt that's because you recognized the power of following your heart, the importance of that full commitment to following, to allowing, to not constricting, not pushing down anything. So, yeah, the recognition of truth, the recognition of joy.
Definitely, I think I do. And I'm not sharing my unworthiness as much today. So it's this feels like a progression at least. So that feels okay. Okay, I haven't got a clue how to deal with this doubt, but okay, that's okay. It's okay. I'm all right with that. I will sort that. It will get sorted.
Yeah.
Somehow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. That's such a gift. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. There's nothing to do. There's nothing. I can feel I want to do stuff, and there's nothing to do here. It's just. I feel I desperately want to jump in and fix this doubting. Yeah.
Yeah, just let peace fix it.
Have what?
Just let peace fix it.
Yeah. Not try to over process it or anything. Just, it's okay. Just allow myself this. Now, just let go and let God. It's just spoke loudly to me, but don't do that. I don't have to do that. It's just is allow. It's just okay.
It is.
Yeah, it feels like very close to just being kind. Just it's okay. Just you deserve it. Actually, yeah, it's okay. Allowing, just yeah, you can allow that. I don't have to be so fucking hard on myself so much.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's what he did in the film. The Warren, the Senator, whatever. Yeah, he did. He just let go. Went a bit crazy, but he just let go. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's just unbelievably beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Because the unworthiness is constantly wanting to pull me away as well. You know,
Maybe we see you go around rapping in the grocery store.
Yeah.
The world is a dream. It's not what it seems.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. 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 Yeah, man, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the beauty. I mean, when a street musician or someone just lets it out, you know, people love hearing it. People are hungry for, you know, the reflection of aliveness is right there. So the spontaneity, inspiration, letting it out. Yeah, that's it. Not hold back. Yeah.
Just go into this gripping. I was gripping again. I know that.
But yeah, it's because if you think that it is for others, then it's gripping, it's scary, but it's just your own mind. It's your mind. There is nothing else.
Okay.
And you are free. You're free already. There is nothing to free.
Yeah.
And allow, invite that place more and more. Rest in that freedom.
Yeah. There's a real terror letting go. Can do it in small doses. And thank you for holding me in this space. I mean, I can feel the running away, and your love, your attention is just. I'm too unworthy. I got to go, and you know this is horrible, and that keeps coming around, and you're just choosing to be with me. You're seeing this as important, and my mind, I can feel it's just reducing this. It's just like getting. It's just get a grip. Just sort yourself out, man.
That's the ego. That's harsh.
Yeah.
That judgment, that critical voice. Yeah. And joining. I just see the word joining.
Yes.
It's okay. Open to joining.
I mean, I want to see why I can't trust. I can feel that. And that's what this gripping is.
It's funny, you always ask, why I can't. But there is also another part that does trust, that is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strong as well.
Yeah. And acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
Mm. Yeah, the gripping is more like the habit of thinking something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is wrong with you. But that's again the question of identity. It's in that gripping.
I've been here before with you. I know I can remember it suddenly come up, but I feel like I'm in the heart of it, getting closer to the heart of it. And it's incomprehensible why it's so terrifying in a way for me. But it is, some level, some part that I can't hardly see.
Mm.
But it's okay. I kind of feel okay. This is okay. I've understood what you've said to me. A bit vague at times, but I'm here. I'm following, and it feels true.
Mm. Yeah.
It feels gripping again. Yeah.
You do have a lot of love to extend.
I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
I do know that. I feel this overwhelming love, and it's just trapped somewhat.
Mm.
Yeah. I feel like I'm here as best I can be with it, and just I'm here, and that I feel good about that. I feel good about that.
Yeah.
And this coming in waves of this not trusting, gripping.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I said that, I felt this tightening.
Mm. And then you can release it.
Then I just opened to the peace. And just, it's crazy making place. That's I almost feel like I'm going mad with this. There's intensity in that place.
And there is only one way out. And there is only one. Only one. And there is only one way. So
Yeah.
the end is inevitable. So it's just to keep releasing the doubt.
Yeah. Thank you allowing me that space just then. That felt powerful for me.
Mm.
I can see both sides, and I'm just here.
Mm. Yeah.
In the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it is I quoted yesterday in the movie, the truth will be restored to you by your desire, as it was lost to you by your desire for something else.
Yeah.
So, and also this other message of contrasting experiences. Like you have contrasting experiences to realize what you truly want. And it becomes more unbearable to have the doubt, to be in that space. But that is just, you know, the mind's way of finding what you truly want and keep choosing that. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you all.
Mm.
Thank you. I feel there are times I just feel unbelievably grateful. So when you're loving, when I experience this loving like this, it's such an enormous gift. It is, it's really challenging some very deep part of me that doubts, just neurotically doubting.
Mm. Yeah. There's always the birds that appear when you, it seem to be the symbol when you share. It was at the retreat and now I was here too. It was a big bird flapping the wings outside our window. I could hear it. And I've seen some birds flying around. So birds, the symbol of freedom, the symbol of innocence. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Anne and Francois. Let's start with Anne. We can start with Francois while they figure out the unmuting down there.
Hello.
Hello,
I just last week I was just in a week of I was in a bubble of peace. There's no words to describe it. But since yesterday, a lot of anger. I think this is the first time in my life that I can really feel anger coming up. So I can relate with Peter sharing, and I can see where the anger is going. It's directed at, it's projected. The man that I shared about, and I see now, and then this is just a conclusion, and I don't know if it's true, but that's why I've been hiding this last 10 years in my room. Is just because of this fear of seeing this man, maybe attracting men. That's also yes. So there's just this anger that I've been going through, you know, anger at men. And then last night, obviously, after praying, I'm angry at myself, you know, for believing this lie, you know, that I could kind of attract some, I don't know, it's this morning, and I've been having nightmares since the last couple of days, so I'm just
Yeah, maybe the anger and the frustration is also part of that you've been holding back, you know.
Yes. 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 Anger, yes. I've been holding back. I can and not expressing, you know. And I can also relate that this world is boring. Oh gosh, that's boring.
Mm.
I mean, I'm being as much as in function as I am. You know, cleaning, and then there's this frustration coming up also about not getting a job. You know, I've been getting my resume all over the place, and I'm not getting any phone calls, and you know, just a lot of stuff comes.
Do you have a like a job agency there in South Africa, like a
Yes, we do
unemployment agency that you could sign up at?
we do. Thank you, Jenny. Gosh, I just yes, we do. Yes, I actually thought about it probably 2 weeks ago, but then you know, the ego's voice came because we actually had a national strike. I don't know if that's the word, for unemployment. So the ego just immediately the thought come, you know, there's so many people wanting a job. Just leave it. And then I go, no, and then I probably just got lost in my egos. You know, it's the ego's laws. Yes, that what the world says is true and what I'm thinking, you know. I'm under no laws but God's.
Yeah, and anytime you feel that hopelessness or, you know, frustration or boredom, it's usually because you've held back. And anger is always covering up fear. So there is fear underneath. Yes. When there's anger. So see, okay, what is it that I want but didn't there? You know, and then allow yourself to take some steps.
Yeah, that's yes. All these things, yeah, it's beautiful. Yes, it's just that matter of allowing. I think that's when the boredom comes up. Yes, just asking myself, just being aware of what underneath it.
Yeah, that's it. What's the guidance here? What's my next prompt? What is, you know, Holy Spirit, I take your hand and go for it, you know, just keep that prayer. Yeah.
I think, and I do that sometimes, and that's why I think where I can relate with Peter is that the guilt comes in is that I don't do it always. And then it's like I can't go back. That's the original belief in separation. Yeah, I can't go back. Or I wasted a day, and then I can see my mind trying to go in some form of game or whatever, or distraction.
Yeah, but it's not helpful, and it's not so helpful to blame, to look back and say, oh, I made a mistake, or I missed this, or I wasted my time. It's not a call for blame, but to shift into the right mind, you know?
Yes. Yeah. I think that the biggest blame is this last 10 years, a whole decade. I think that's the biggest thing. I'm not going to cry, but that's yes.
Well, we've been going pretty long here. We're going to move over to Anne, I think, Francois, but yeah.
Thank you.
We hold your hand and you're in our hearts. Very good. Let's just read the title of the lesson again here. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. Perfect. This is all we've talked about. So, right on. The lessons are working really deeply. Because you're really going along with the theme and with what the lesson is talking about. Well, blessings, everyone.
Yeah, love you guys.
Mm.